morning. I'm coming to you super early today because I'm up and at 'em, and I figured then people might get in before work. You never know. So come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're on the live, I'd love it if you drop in and let me know where you're joining me from and how you're doing today. And if you are catching the replay, I'd love it if you drop me a hashtag replay and let me know what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, what's she on about? You might be new here and you're really welcome if you are, just as you are. So my name is Emma Starling and I am a trainer and mentor in emotional freedom technique, evolved energetics, and co-founder of the rapid imprint resolution method. And as such, this is a really easy, light-hearted way for you to sample what tapping is all about. So whilst this daily tap in itself, the way I do it is not clinical EFT, it isn't the same as if we were working one-to-one on a deeper issue. It's still the same acupressure points, and it will still give you a sense of what tapping feels like in your body. So what we do is I pull a card. Good morning. Who's there? Let me know. I pull a card from an oracle, affirmation, or a tarot deck. If you're not into decks, don't worry about it. Just think of it as this is how we figure out what to tap on today. And I'm using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. This was the first deck I think I ever did the daily tap with, and I've been doing this 9 years for free on Facebook and now over on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. So let's have a look at what the message is this morning. And then what I'm going to invite you to do, because I work somatically, is there will be some sort of resonance with the message. You'll either be in agreement with it, or you will be in disagreement with it, or it will bring something up for you. And so just notice what happens in your body when I read you the message. So what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? And you have nothing to worry about with cards. We're not doing anything dodgy or summoning the devil. It's not like that. We're just using it as a way to figure out a point of focus today. What do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? What's the message? That one's poking its head out. So that's the one I'm going to take. Oh, very nice. And it's funny because I had a sneaking suspicion this one was going to come out. My intuition is on fire at the minute. So it's woman holding a coin, and it's number 42. So she's looking very pleased with herself, isn't she? She's got a black cat in the chair. She's all dolled up. She's very, very beautiful. Let's see what the message says. And just tune into your body, as I say, and notice what goes on when I read it out. There's some lovely affirmations in this guidebook as well. So once I can get the actual message open, there we go. So this talks about female connection in money, health, or value. And it says, upright, this elegantly dressed woman on this card sits in a beautiful chair holding a bright gold coin. When the card comes up upright in a woman's reading, it may refer to her directly, to a successful endeavour regarding her own finances or health. This card could also signal a woman of support or assistance regarding these issues. She may give you financial advice or connect you with someone who does. This woman may be someone you meet where you make your money, or it may be a woman of wealth and value. Either way, this card is telling you to be on the lookout for helpful assistance or even the possibility of new love or friendship connected to a woman of wealth or business. So for me, it talks about a successful endeavor. So whatever you're working on at the moment, it's going to be successful. Okay. But again, it might be that you have somebody coming into your life who's going to give you advice and support with your money or with your health. And your value, your self-esteem, right? So you might be working with somebody on any of that. So the affirmation, and let's just read it in reverse as well, in case people are experiencing the reverse of this. It says, in reverse, this card could indicate that you're feeling unsure or fearful about finances or a health issue. It could also reveal a lack of value for yourself and your own life. Pointing to someone else, when this card comes in reversed, it shows a woman who may be reducing your own money or simply may not have your best interests in mind regarding your financial affairs. It could also be someone who devalues or criticizes you or causes you to doubt your own value. It could even be that the harmful energies of a woman from the past are still influencing you today. Be aware that you don't have to let anyone else's negative vibration influence you at any time. Release any toxic connection and know that you are free to define and value yourself no matter what. So the affirmation we're going to say today and tap in is: the world supports me in my financial goals. I'm making synchronistic connections that serve and honor me. Now, I don't know about you, but irrespective of what the card said, that affirmation is fabulous. Hmm. And can you see what that says? Inner Smile Coaching. That was a mug I got from Vistaprint when I first started my coaching business about 15 years ago. Still going strong. That was my old logo, my very first logo. Anyway, so to tap this in, you're going to take 2 fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being. And we're going to start right on the start of the eyebrow point. We're just going to say, so just tap and repeat after me. The world supports me in my financial goals. And if that feels like a bit of a stretch, just lean into how good it would feel if it was true. Okay. Outside of the eye, I'm making synchronistic connections that serve and honor me. Under the eye, the world supports me in my financial goals. Love that. Under the nose, I'm making synchronistic connections that serve and honor me. On the chin, the world supports me in my financial goals. Under the collarbones, I'm making synchronistic connections that serve and honor me. Under the arm, the world supports me in my financial goals. Just notice what you feel in your body when you say that. Does it feel true? Top of the head, I'm making synchronistic connections that serve and honor me. All right, come to a stop. Take a nice deep breath. Now, part of what we've just done is we've just future paced that happening. So making synchronistic connections and the world supporting you. So even if when you start tapping, it doesn't quite feel true, what you will notice is when you say it out loud afterwards, the world supports me in my financial goals. Oftentimes it feels a little bit more true than when you started, because the emotional sort of static around it will be the resistance. It'll be the, yeah, right, that doesn't feel true, or I wish that was the case, or I've got evidence that that's not the case, or whatever it is that we tell ourselves, right? It creates this resistance. And when you tap, that resistance dissolves. And so you can say the statement out loud again and say, okay, well, that feels a little bit more true now, right? And when it feels more true and you say it in the present tense, we've got this thing in the mind called the reticular activating system, and it goes on the hunt for evidence that what we are believing, what we're saying, is true. And it will bring the evidence to you. We've got this other thing that happens, that when we don't believe something is true, we omit, distort any information to the contrary, right? So you could have had loads of evidence pass you by that tells you blatantly that the world is on your side and it's conspiring to help you financially and support you. But because you didn't believe that, you will have deleted, distorted, or omitted it completely and not seen it. Whereas when you get more into it feeling more true, it sort of starts to become something you can believe. That Raz goes on the hunt for the evidence, and you start to see it, which means you start to notice things coming into your existence. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, when we carry unhealed trauma that kind of gets in the way of all that, I get how hard that is to start believing something more positive. And that is where tapping can make the biggest difference in your, well, one of the biggest differences in your life. So if you enjoyed this today, if it was useful to you, please do make sure that you've liked, followed, or subscribed wherever you're consuming this content, because it really helps the channel. It helps you to be able to see when I release something new, and it helps me to know whether it resonates with you or not. So give this video a thumbs up if it resonated with you. And I would love it if, in fair exchange, because I've been doing this for free for 9 years, to help and support you, if you would get this into the hands of somebody else that you think it might help. Tag them here in the feed, let them know about it, invite them to come and join us, because it's my mission in this lifetime to get EFT and energy work out into the hands of 1 million people in my lifetime, and I need your help to do that, so it's gratefully received. And if you are interested in training fully, properly in EFT as a trauma sensitive somatic EFT practitioner. We start on the eclipse next week, next Tuesday, the 2nd. It's a full moon eclipse in Libra, I think, next Tuesday, and it's all about balance and doing the right thing for you and all the rest of it. So, anyway, if you want to train in EFT so that you can help people heal their unprocessed trauma, get their goals, achieve things, feel better, whatever it is that you help people with, EFT can be the missing link in your business. And if you're looking to come to for a new thing that you want to do in your life, then you can start from scratch. My course caters for beginners, just as it caters for people with prior experience in helping, healing, coaching, etc. So with that, I'm going to leave you to your day. Have a wonderful day, whatever it is you're doing, and I will